The upcoming Love and Hip Hop Atlanta episode appears to be headed toward complete collapse. According to recent rumors, Kirk is ready to dump Rasheeda for Jasmine and has already sent divorce papers. However, Rasheeda is standing her ground and won't sign the documents. Kirk isn't being kind either. He's issuing harsh ultimatums. Sign the papers or there will be consequences. Get comfortable because things are going to get dirty. As their story has revolved around Kirk's infidelity and Rasheeda's unwavering efforts to keep their family together, their marriage has not been without its difficulties. We have witnessed this drama play out on TV, but now Kirk is raising the stakes. In addition to serving Rasheeda with divorce papers, he's also asked Jasmine to marry him, saying that he was prepared to tie the marriage as soon as Rasheeda signed the contract. For those who might not be aware, if you've been following Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, you're aware that Kirk and Rasheeda have been married for more than 20 years. Their main problem has always been that Kirk has a wandering gaze. Tensions in their marriage increased in season 2 when Rasheeda became pregnant with their first child after a paternity test proved Kirk was the baby's father. The startling twist in the story was that Kirk accused her of adultery and even questioned the baby's legitimacy. The storyline thickened when Rasheeda later acknowledged her own infidelity.
Move forward. Nobody is perfect and relationships have issues, but y'all also got to understand forgiveness too. And that's what I have learned to understand because we've had to forgive each other for I ain't always been perfect in my marriage. We've had dishonesty from both sides of us in this marriage. We've had infidelities from both sides of us in this marriage.
In a candid interview with Essence, Rasheeda was asked about her turbulent marriage and how she managed it. Fans were on the edge of their seats, expecting her to finally walk out on the marriage. But instead, she surprised everyone by becoming pregnant with their second child, sparking rumors that she might have done it to save their union. Rasheeda's admission of her own infidelity seemed to give Kirk the green light to stray as well. We all remember the fallout. He hooked up with multiple women while Rasheeda was at home. I never let anyone's opinions influence my decisions because, at the end of the day, it's my life and all I did was follow my heart and pray. If no one agrees, don't follow me and don't leave any comments. She shared her thoughts on love, loyalty, and the complexities of their bond, hinting at the strength it takes to navigate such a rocky road. Oftentimes, people who speak on that could never wear my shoes. A lot of women haven't even been in a relationship for 5 minutes, let alone 20 years, so you can't speak about the decisions I make. On my Instagram, there are things you deal with that I might not deal with, but it's not my place to advise you on what to do. In fact, one of the reasons our marriage has survived is that he has completely changed. It wasn't simple for me, and I went through a really dark time with it. In order to throw fuel to the fire, Kirk dove headfirst into a full-blown relationship with Jasmine after cheating on Rasheeda. When Jasmine became pregnant and Kirk spent months denying he was her father, tensions increased until a DNA test revealed he was, in fact, her child's father, sending shockwaves through Kirk and Rasheeda's already turbulent marriage. Despite the turbulence, divorce wasn't an option because, in an unexpected turn of events, Rasheeda is committed to doing everything it takes to keep her family together. A few weeks ago, Kirk, as Rasheeda and Jasmine sat down to discuss their intentions for co-parenting their son Cannon, an emotional conversation and tremendous turmoil ensued.
You realize you didn't even attend Cannon's last birthday because where were you at?
That's the same party that I helped pay for and pay for the gifts, correct?
When we was in mediation, do you even remember what we agreed on? Yeah, you don't know because you don't
I
speak
do know,
to
I'm not.
So the agreement was that you get Cannon the third weekend of every month. Do you do that?
No, we didn't really agree to that because the last time...
It's signed on paper.
This is what I just want to say. It's not gonna ever be exactly what you want it to be. But
I
one
get
thing
that
you
now.
ain't gonna never, ever have to question or worry about is that boy getting the love and the same treatment as all the other kids when he's around.
I will not be dishonest. Not only does Kirk appear to be a serial cheater, but he also screams deadbeat. and I believe Rasheeda is reluctant to call him out on it. Not only that, Kirk also hinted that he and Jasmine were still dating.
I told you, you can call me anytime. When you need me, call me.
Now that you say that, I'm gonna take your word for it. We'll see.
So if I pick him up from your house and I come to your door, you're gonna be fully dressed, or you're gonna be how you normally be?
How do I normally be?
You came to the door a few times in your birthday suit. You don't think that's happened?
Are you kidding me?
So that's never happened?
Oh, you making up now. I don't know what you trying to do, what you trying to pull, but it's okay. Cause listen, I don't erase no message.
And I'm not saying it like I've never.
They accused Jasmine of showing up unexpectedly, but Jasmine later admitted that she had come to tell the truth and refute Kirk's claim that she would show up at the door looking flirtatious. Based on the way Jasmine disclosed that she had deleted messages, it was obvious she had tea on him, and it didn't take long for her to spill it first.
Here we go with the book.
I can't believe this. What the going on right now? How the would she just pull up at your event like it's nothing?
Don't even.
Your event. I wasn't even gonna do this.
I swear to God, I wasn't gonna out him nothing. I'm doing this because he tried to say that I come to the door in my birthday suit, and that is never the case. But since you want to go there, let's go there. You want to make me look crazy by your lies, I'm gonna make you look crazy by my truth. So that's all it is for me. Like, you took it there, and now let's go there.
Well, you're here, so are you gonna address the situation or not?
I don't feel like I owe her that. It's not my job.
Well, then I'm gonna go talk to Rasheeda and show her the receipts. Let me see your phone again.
You want to see my phone again?
Yes. One more time.
The same message as the other day.
Yeah. Jasmine just pulled up. She has some receipts that Kirk is trying to get with her, and yeah.
What does she have?
I screenshotted it.
Can I see it? Because this is weird.
Yeah. I don't see it. I mean, what's the tea in this?
Now, one thing about me, y'all know I don't do the public scene. I don't like people trying to come in and play around with peace. Like, you want to send over to send to do this. Like, we.
Now that Rasheeda didn't want this to be made public, she met in private with Kirk and Jasmine to discuss the screenshots. This is what transpired, to be honest. I want us to be honest. I want to be transparent. I want to tell it like it is. No more secrets or lies. Rasheeda studied him, sharpening his tone as he replied, "I'm done pretending." The tension in her shoulders began to release a little. "Are you really ready for that? It's going to get messy, and it might hurt," he asked, his tone almost expectant. "Mostly, messy is better than nothing. To preserve what we had and could have, I won't give up." Stated, it's not going to be easy. Trust has been broken, and we'll have to rebuild it from the ground up. With evident hesitation, though it won't be flawless, I want to try. And I know they said with sincerity, if we're both willing to be honest, maybe we can find our way back. At last, Rasheeda was uncrossed. Her arms, her countenance softening as the barrier between them started to crumble. All right, so let's begin with the whole truth. Kirk inhaled deeply, feeling a mixture of comfort and apprehension. "I was afraid, Rasheeda, that I might make a mistake or lose you, so I tried to divert my attention. But it wasn't fair to you, and I was afraid too." She let out a tiny sigh, afraid to show vulnerability and risk being harmed once more, so I did the only thing I knew to take charge. Kirk moved in closer, and their eyes met in a moment of mutual comprehension. Perhaps there is room for compromise. Underneath, "I must ascertain what you require from me. I require sincerity." Kirk, few couples have captivated the audience's interest like Kirk Frost and Rasheeda Buckner in the turbulent yet passionate realm of reality television. "I need to know that you're in this for genuine, not simply to save face. Can you do that?" Kirk and Frost's night at the Frost residence seemed ordinary, but recent events have shocked their fan base and turned their once enviable relationship into a scandal that makes headlines. Frost's journey on the love and hip-hop scene has been filled with drama, love, betrayal, and ambition. After a demanding day of business meetings and promotional appearances, Rasheeda had just arrived home. The couple, who were well known for their entrepreneurial spirit, had been balancing their careers with their families while attempting to keep their marriage intact. However, simmering rumors and tensions beneath the surface suggested that there had been. As the evening went on, rumors began to circulate regarding Kirk's loyalty and Rasheeda's mounting annoyances. The atmosphere became more charged. What had begun as a disagreement over routine home issues soon turned into a heated altercation in which insulting words were exchanged. Would have made for dramatic entertainment, but sadly, this was real life. Then, neighbors worried about the disturbance called 911 to report a domestic disturbance. When the police arrived at the Frost home, they found themselves in a stressful position. Rasheeda showed up. When word spread that Kirk would be arrested, fans who had followed the couple through their ups and downs on social media erupted in a mix of shock, disbelief, and concern. Kirk was visibly shaken, her eyes red and puffy from tears, and the officers quickly assessed the scene. After interviewing both parties, they decided to arrest Kirk, and Downs were forced to deal with the fact that their beloved pair was now involved in such a grave situation. Rasheeda stoked the flames with an impassioned Instagram post. "I never imagined I would have to deal with this. I deserve safety and respect." The caption included a picture of her with robust but susceptible evidence of her tenacity. As the story progressed, it became clear that this was not just a rage outburst, but a result of long-standing relationship issues. Celebrity insiders conjectured over the potential cost of reality television fame, impact on personal life. The pressure to keep up a flawless appearance while overcoming internal traumas can ignite a volatile mix of emotions waiting for the ideal. Fans were divided during the heated spark days after the fallout, but some came together to support and encourage Rasheeda. Must put her safety first. While some stuck by Kirk, lamenting his detention, there was a noticeable fan base both online and offline. After seeing what they've been through, I can't believe this. In her pursuit of understanding and recovery, Rasheeda sought advice from close family and friends. She started to think back on the years of her marriage, balancing the good and the bad. For every beautiful vacation they had taken, there appeared to be a corresponding time of disappointment or betrayal. Their life's contradiction was captured on video, but the truth was far more complex. However, in the interim, Kirk had to deal with the legal fallout from his actions and was due in court shortly. As he readied himself for the hearing, he voiced regret and bewilderment. Kirk was forced to face not only the incident's aftermath, but also the reality of his marriage. I love Rasheeda, and I want to make things right, but the path to reconciliation was anything but straightforward," he said in a statement, not expecting it to go this far. Rasheeda was resolved to put her health and the health of her kids first. Friends who were close to her said she was assessing her options and thinking about what. The thought of beginning anew in the absence of Kirk was both liberating and terrifying for her. As the court hearing day drew near, speculation about what might happen. Would Kirk accept responsibility for his actions? Would Rasheeda support him? Or would she decide to put the drama behind them? Grew. Was similar to the most suspenseful love and hip-hop episodes, but with much bigger stakes because people were waiting to see what would happen. The narrative of Kirk and Rasheeda took on a life of its own, serving as a powerful warning that real lives are at risk behind the glitz and glamour of reality television. A warning story about the difficulties of human relationships and love fidelity. The future was still unclear, but Kirk Frost was leaning against his gleaming studio countertop, his visage vacillating between shock and incredulity as the weight of his revelation hung thick in the air. Raising a simmering fury, Kirk started, "This isn't just a rumor. This is a reality I've been grappling with for too long." Rasheeda, his former partner and ex-wife, had allegedly stolen $9 million from their joint ventures. The shocking truth had sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. His tone was calm but slightly emotional. "I trusted her, so seeing that she has been embezzling money from us seems betrayal on many fronts." The studio, which was previously a center for creativity and cooperation, now feels like a battlefield. Kirk remembered their initial days of collaboration with a mixture of. Together, they overcame nostalgia, and regret to create an empire in the music industry, turning their aspirations into a successful brand that expanded into fashion and leisure. At least, that's what Kirk thought, but as the company expanded, so did their success. The difficulties Kirk shook his head as memories came flooding back. I thought it was just mismanagement or accounting errors, but when I dug deeper, I found records of transactions that didn't make sense. Kirk had started detecting inconsistencies in their accounts, little at first but more frightening. When he made the decision to engage a forensic accountant to look into the finances, the situation got worse, and it was like watching a house of cards fall apart in front of my eyes. With every day that went by, Kirk's anxiety grew as he waited for the results. When the report did eventually come, it was stomach punch. There was unsettling proof that Rasheeda had made unsanctioned withdrawals and concealed transactions, painting a picture of treachery.